So I will first of all print the section that blocks just to see what we're gonna get. If I come back here, and as you can see, we get team block drop. All right. So if you come again here, you add this property like that size. So it's gonna give you how many times the block has been added to the Shopify theme editor. So if I refresh here, you see that we have number as 1. So because we added just one time. So if I come, I need to refresh. So if I come, we have the 1 here. If I come and add again another card here, it's going to be 2. If I turn add again another 1, it's going to be 3, and etc. Okay, so let me save it and then remove it. If I remove everything, you can see it's going to be 0. Okay, so we want to check the condition to see if the size is more than 0. If it is more than or different to 0, then we want now to access the blocks, which means that the user add a card, then we can show the dynamic card itself. So I will cut this one, I will cut it, delete this one, come on top. Remember, this is repeating divs, so I will just come on top here. I'm gonna write again my if statement, and I will paste this condition here, and I'm gonna say if it is different to 0. Okay, in this case I want to display, let me write some comment here, display dynamic card or blocks like this. Okay, and else if it is not different to, if it is like 0, then in this case I want to display the hard-coded card. Okay, so I'm gonna save it. If I go back to my code, let me save again and reload. Okay, so now watch what's gonna happen. If I come back here on these new blocks and just watch here, if I add cards now, you're gonna see it's going to disappear. Okay, because now it's expecting us to add the new card now. I will save it for now, and let's go back to our code, and inside here I'm gonna write a for loop. Okay, and this for loop is going to be against this one here, section that blocks, because we want to access the blocks. Okay, and I'm gonna give it a name here, so let's call it simply block. All right, so then we want to add again a condition, so we want to loop. Okay, and when the condition match, we want to display the specific data. In this case, you want to display the image, the heading card, and the description card as one block. And remember, we can have multiple objects here inside the blocks that are going to represent like other type of blocks. Okay, for now we have only one, and we're gonna set a condition against the type. Okay, so we're gonna use the case here, is like more practical. So we're gonna say case, and the case is going to be, the condition is going to be block. That's the name of the array we add here, and we want to check it against the type because the type is like more unique comparing to the ID. And here is going to be the condition, so the condition is going to be is going to be the name of the type. Okay, so we're gonna grab this one for the first object. Okay, and then we're gonna add it over here, and it must be like this. When the card image is found, then we want to come and grab just one div here, all right, and just add it like this and save it. So if now I go back to my code and I refresh, we're going to have at least something appearing, and there you go. So we have the card appearing with the other image. I didn't change it yet, and the hard-coded text, hard-coded description, and hard-coded image. So now let's make it also like dynamic. So if I go back to my VS Code, so first let's change the title here. I think the image is coming from the CSS. That's not really a good example, but let's stick with the text for now to not like give you like more. The code here is a bit like made like differently. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change the text here. I will give you the different example soon. So we're gonna say, write an if statement. We're gonna say if we need to access the block, remember? So we're gonna say if block, and then we need to access the settings, okay? The settings, remember, is again here. So we're accessing the blocks, okay? And we verify that we are in a correct object using the type property. And then once we are sure about that, then we need to access the settings, and then inside the settings, now we can access the ID, okay, to get the correct data for what we are looking for. So me, I want the card heading, so I'm gonna copy this one, and I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna say dot card heading if it is different to blank. What's going on? to blank. Then we want to display the correct text like this. And if it is not, then we're going to add the else and we're going to say I am a default text like this. And we're going to do the same for the description here. Let me just copy this one. We're going to add it here and save it. And this one is going to be called description. And if it is not set, we're going to say I am a default description, and we can save it. And if I come now to our code here and I refresh, and yes, so there you go. So when you hover, so you have the heading text here as the default, and we have the I am a default description. Well, the reason why this did not appear is because we have a default text. So in this case, I can remove this else here, but I can leave it on the description because I don't have a default there. So if I save it, so we are good to go. So now we have the heading text, we have the image. Okay, so now I can say this is the heading 1, and it's going to take effect straight away. And then we can say this is the description 1, and when I hover, is like also appearing correctly. So I can save it, I can come and reload, and we're going to have the correct text and description. Just the image, the way the code is set is a bit strange. Let me double check it together. So it seems like okay. So let's double check where the image is coming from. That's very strange. The code and content. Well, I'm not really finding how the image is like being implemented here, but not to worry, I'm gonna give you a different example very soon. So the good reason to use a blocks in this card is I can come again and add another card here, and I can implement a different text here or different data. I can say heading 2, all right, and it's gonna take effect over here. There you go. And we can say I am description, and when you hover, you have the text here coming like dynamically. So you can go to your code and to set some condition. If it's just one block appearing, maybe to take like the full width of the screen. When it's like 2 blocks appearing, to take like each like 50%, for example. When it's like 3 blocks, to take each how many 25% like each, for example, and etc. Okay, that is going to be the logic about how you're gonna be setting all these things here. All right, so let's now talk about the theme block.